Well, welcome to So Fresh, So Fat, the podcast, everybody. We're still fresh. We're still very fat. I
don't know about this we thing.
I was trying to be inclusive because apparently I'm known for fat shaming here. So, you know.
And that's why I like you, Vic.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, we got myself, Vic Pondy, here, as always. And we got Sohrab Forouzesh. Is that it? Forouzesh.
So fat.
What kind of shirt is that?
Fat-ish?
This shirt?
Is that a Express shirt?
It's an Express shirt.
You piece of shit.
It's very old. It still fits. I know. I used to be fat like Sohrab, so I used to have a lot of clothes.
I will not take insults by a man wearing an Express shirt. Euro trash.
I know. It's really, and it's like, but I will say, it's nice. I like it. It's a little two-tone, you know?
I like it. I
Thank
thought
you.
it was kind of nice.
Appreciate that. And then who's over here?
Hey, and I'm Pete.
I beat.
Pete the Barber.
Also, please excuse any noises you hear. There's a motorcycle. Yeah, you hear it? That was actually one. That's terrible. That just sounds like someone angry about food.
That sounds like Sohrab's belly. It's what it sounds like.
I want a motorcycle.
You would look good on a motorcycle.
I want a motorcycle and a samurai sword.
I could see you in a little sidecar in a motorcycle. If I get one, I'd put you in a little sidecar.
Pointing at.
Point. Fucking the microphone,
I'm
dick
talking
face.
into the microphone. What
Not
more
like
do you
this.
want?
Hey,
I am
everyone.
talking to whoever the fuck I want.
Just turn them up more.
Sohrab's in a mood today. He came
I am
in
in a mood
coughing.
today.
What happened? Why are you coughing so
They
much?
gave me the. I don't know why I'm coughing. I do know. I brought you guys a gift.
What is that?
Oh, who? You
Cheddar
brought-
Bay biscuits from Red Lobster.
Oh, you just pick. Can you just get shit like this to go? You could just get the.
Wait, you
biscuits.
can get lobster? You read lobsters
No.
open this early
No,
in the
I was
morning?
there. I went to the suburbs a few days ago to go.
Just to let everyone know, it's fucking not even noon yet.
It's a
We're already
biscuit. It's a
recording.
biscuit. It's a
Also-
biscuit. That's brunch food right there. That's a Cheddar Bay biscuit. That's brunch food. You fucking dumbass.
And you asked for.
You just showed your incompetence about food. That's.
I didn't know Red Lobster was open for breakfast.
I didn't go for breakfast. These are old biscuits.
Oh, ew. You just bring over day-old biscuits?
It really-
Hey,
it
I
really-
brought you a treat. Here's a day-old biscuit. Wow.
But most biscuits you get at a coffee shop are going to be day old. They're not fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I don't buy biscuits, though.
I mean,
So, there you
listen. Let's just acknowledge. Very nice of him to bring that, but also.
Did you bring it for me, too, or in Tyler, or did you just bring it for the scrawny little...
Anyone who wants a Cheddar Bay biscuit.
They're still.
Cheddar Bay biscuit.
Okay.
They're still fire. They're so good.
They're great.
I've never had
Good.
one.
What?
When
What?
did you go to...
Give them one. Yeah,
Dude,
you
I've
should.
never-
They're actually very fresh still.
I've never been to Red Lobster. I'll put it in the microwave when we...
You
No,
don't need to
you don't need to
put it in the microwave. You just need to just claw off a piece and just
All right, let's do it. And give us your
stick
review.
Stick down here in your gullet.
So here we are, the Cheddar Bay biscuits.
How are you the oldest, whitest guy here and you haven't had Red Lobster?
I don't think he's telling the truth. I think he's
I
had
don't.
cheddar.
I seriously, I don't know. We never went there.
This is like.
But this is what you do when you're in the suburbs. You go to Red Lobster.
Yeah. It's a big thing.
It's a big thing.
Maybe some people do. Not this cat.
I've never been there because I don't like seafood, but
I like seafood. Okay, here we
I
go.
guess neither of us have had
You're
it.
gonna
Now that I
like
think
it. You're
about
gonna
it.
like it quite a bit.
Okay, there's food.
Pretty good. You got to get them when they're fresh because when you get them when they're fresh, they're dense and wet.
The problem with biscuits is they're very dry. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's why I don't eat them. Like I had my Starbucks, my sausage sandwich, egg and cheese.
Yeah, can I get a latte? Can you throw a sausage in there? Mm-hmm. You chuck a fucking hot link
I like
in my
that.
coffee.
like
What'd
that.
you think of it? Give it a rating.
Out of 10.
Out of 10.
What would you say?
Out of biscuits in general, or
Yeah.
just this biscuit?
He's got a ranking for
God.
biscuits.
Not a
You
biscuit.
just said you don't eat biscuits. What do you mean out of biscuits in
I
general?
would never order that.
Okay.
Well, they come for free. That's don't they? Aren't they free?
Yeah, you don't order
This
them.
is free.
You just asked them what my review
But
is.
by the way, what's crazy is I didn't know you could get those to go
Well,
if
you
they
just
are
ask,
free.
you ask them to bag. You're like, hey, can I get this to go?
yeah.
Can I
they're
get some
like
of this?
they're like this fucking piece of shit
No,
asking for free shit to go.
I'm service industry. I know how to ask.
How do you ask for? Do you just like, hey? Do you just look at?
You
like,
have to
hey?
give them. You have to be like. Hey, come on. I love biscuits. Can you throw?
Yeah.
Is it okay if you?
True. Okay.
The worst is when
So
people
are you
just
trying to
ask.
sweet talk the people
I'm not
into
sweet
giving you
talking.
biscuits?
People don't know how to talk to servers and bartenders.
100%,
People-
yeah.
You know what people do to me that I fucking hate? As a bartender, people will just come and sit down. I'm like, hey, how's it going? And then they'll just they don't say hi. They'll just
Order.
be like, beer,
yeah.
Oh, see, that's just rude.
like a fucking moron.
Yeah.
That's rude.
Hey, how's it going?
It's weird that
Heineken.
people forget the pleasantry interaction. Like you said it too. It's not like you waited for them to say it. You initiated it.
Yeah.
On default, you should be like, "Oh, it's going well. How are you?"
You know what? Someone was telling me a story yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I know what happened." Because they were like, "Well, I went to a bar, and I ordered something. They told me they were out of it. I ordered a second thing. They told me I was out of it, and then they were like, "Well, I said this is what the person told me. They said, well, what do you have that's available?" And then the bartender got an attitude with them, which I totally would have either if you would have asked it like that.
Sure.
I would have been like, "Go." And then when they tried to pay, the bartender was like, very loudly was like, "Oh, your credit card's been declined." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that bartender punked you out.
Yeah,
your card was fine, but
right."
Because
that's
my go-to move if I don't like you.
And that is in a bar. That's probably from a bartender perspective to embarrass you. That's the best thing.
It's the best move.
It's the
I
best
have.
move. Yeah.
Because I can be if I like you and your card doesn't work, I'll say, your card's not working.
And you'll be quiet.
I'll be quiet. I'll be like, or if I'm not quiet, I'll be like, "Hey, your chip." If it's loud, I have to be like, "Hey, your chip isn't working."
Sure.
Is this an old card? Your card's not the strip, the mag. I'll be polite.
Sure.
But if I don't like you,
Interesting.
I will very loudly run your card.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, you have insufficient funds. The screen says insufficient funds.
Yeah. No,
you don't
that's
have
good.
enough. Do you have money somewhere else?
I never really thought about that, but
No,
that's
be nice
that's
to your
great.
bartender. We will do that.
I mean, I'm always nice to. I am the service industry, you prick.
I feel like you walk. Yeah, I guess you are.
I deal with people all fucking day, every day.
You walk in with your Oakleys, and people are like,
Oakley.
My Oakleys. What do you? When have I wore Oakleys?
"You don't wear Oakleys? You know, store them in the back of your head like those guys."
Yeah,
do? You
that's
ever see
me.
that?
That is that's like someone who's about to say the N word. Like
Yeah.
if they have their Oakleys like in the back with the little thing.
They're gearing up.
They're gearing up. That's the move.
It's always in the pocket with them.
Yeah.
It's always in the
It's
pocket.
around the corner. It's coming up. It's coming up.
You know, with your Oakley sunglasses and your
anyway.
Punisher sticker on your car.
First of all, I don't have that.
You are service industry. What do people do that pisses you off?
Oh, he's got a list, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure you've got a list. I'm sure I do all of
The
them.
number one thing, and every friggin' barber says this to people all the time, but I don't know how people are not seeing it, how to get in and out of the chair properly.
Yeah, I've seen you yell at a couple people before.
Don't stand on this foot thing, please.
Yeah,
please,
I've never done
people.
that.
Don't stand on this. This is not to stand on and get in the chair. It's your weight is going to break it.
Has anyone broken it in front of you?
They did. They didn't break it. I
no.
wasn't at the shop that day. I was at the old shop, and somebody came in and broke it, and I had to get it all fucking soldered, and it was a pain in the ass.
Did they pay for it?
No, of course not. I'm not going to charge somebody
For being fat.
for.
Were they fat? Were they fat?
I don't know. I wasn't there. And when I came into work the next day, Johnny was like,
Hey guys.
he's like, it's broken, and I was like, fuck. So
Yeah,
and it's
these are like
expensive to
this
get
is like a
fixed.
piece of history. I feel like these chairs
Well,
are
I mean, if you look here, it's all welded to shit.
yeah.
Because people step on this.
piece of history.
People say it's not. It's the get in the chair. Just sit in the chair like a normal person. Like,
Well, your chair though, you have a little pedestal on your. What's the
which is even more easy to get in.
Yeah.
You just step on the pedestal. Look at the pedestal. How the pedestal is. It's on both sides. You could just step on it and sit. You don't have to.
Well,
there's no reason.
People
to
are
step
in
on
here.
it.
They're drinking. You know.
No, they're not drinking, and they don't need to be doing that. I'm just saying.
Have you thought about including a beer with your haircut as like a promotional
You're
thing?
so stupid.
Why is that stupid? How is this fucking stupid?
it's
How is
free.
that
No,
stupid?
it already comes with it if you want
Yeah,
it.
but then you make it if it's already free. You
put
make
it on
it.
the-
You put it on and you get
okay.
more customers. Well, how is that? A
Put it
stupid
on
idea?
what thing?
Like you make it a thing. Like
On
it's
Book
already
City-
a thing, but you make it a thing.
Yeah, you like includes a beer
Yeah.
and shot.
Because you can't do that. It's against the law.
There's no laws in this town. You can sell whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I could just sell liquor. Here,
I used to buy weed from the smoke shop by my house. They were not
Okay.
licensed at all. To
You're
sell
not
marijuana.
selling, you're providing.
You're
You're right.
providing.
You're right. That's why I.
Oh,
but I
see?
can't
Yeah.
promote
Ooh.
it. I can't promote it.
Tyler Esquire,
Word of
attorney at law.
Dude, if I heard about a barber shop where you could just have a cold drink,
Yeah.
but I've never been able to drink while I'm getting a
There
haircut.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
I
don't promote.
haven't.
You promote
I don't need to promote
going to
it.
jail.
Why do I need to promote it? That's the luxury of coming in. You're like, hey, wow, this is extra nice. I
We
didn't
used to have porn here too.
Yeah, I did have porn.
Why don't you have the porn anymore?
You have porn on your fucking pocket.
Yeah, but there's no, but the
That would be
charm.
hilarious. You come in and get a haircut. You just have porn on your phone. You're just watching it. The guy's
Do you
like,
want me to
"All
get together a website? Like, should I create a
No,
Pornhub
you should-
page?
you should
The
bring
Pete's
it-
Barbershop
the channel,
Pornhub
Pete's channel.
Yeah, this is the stuff that I really like.
You took the comic books and porn away. You should
This
bring
is
those
the
back.
stuff that I like, and I want you to like
Well,
it. So, and I
you
want you to
had
watch it.
70s
It's like me
porn.
DJing, but with porn.
You should have a DJ in here. You should go full Brooklyn.
I do
barbershop.
DJ in here
But yeah,
every
but
day.
while people are getting hair. No,
I
but
do.
like with the machine and stuff.
with the machine.
Do you have the machine?
I've been DJing since 2004.
I don't. So you do have the machine.
Yes, I have the machine.
What's a turntables? It's a machine.
Hey, you know what? Hey, cheers to you. I'm not even knowing what that's called.
What? I do know what it's called. It's a machine. It's a fandango. It's a thing.
I really don't know what it's called either. To be honest, I
It's
think
called
it's
our
like a
turntable.
mixer.
mixer. That's what it is.
Mixer?
I was gonna say
What were they
Do you
sound.
know what this thing is?
What were
It's
they
a-
doing?
What would
in
you call this?
What were they doing in 2004?
What would you call
Were they
this?
Collecting rocks together? How were they making
Sohrab, what would you call this?
a table?
This, what we're plugging into.
A fandangle.
A fandangle. You're such a
Honestly, when he said Fandango, I'm like, man, he knows a lot about audio.
A whirlamajig.
yeah.
Whirly majig, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So speaking of that, I'm
What,
getting ready.
Were people using laptops in 2004?
Probably.
to DJ?
Yeah,
You
maybe.
just-
One of
you
those
just-
ugly iMac.
You pull up to the club with a Dell. You just-
Well, that was the thing was people gave me shit when I started DJing because I started using CDs.
Oh, you
So
poser.
I had two CDJs. And that's what everybody was using.
CDJs.
CDJs. They're called CDJs. They're the CD players that you DJ with.
but they're the little guys.
Can you
Yeah.
scratch on them?
Yes, you could do all that stuff with them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
But
thought-
people were giving me shit because at the time when I first started DJing, I was doing strictly 50s music,
Rockabilly.
including that. But yes, doo-wop, R&B, anything 50s.
Yeah.
And all the other people were doing records. But I was
Yeah.
like, well, first of all, you're not doing 5-hour sets. That I'm doing.
Hold the fuck on. You were doing 5-hour sets of like doo-wop and shit, like for the longest time. You were doing that shit.
I wasn't playing Billy
5
Joel.
hours of like, is that Billy Joel?
That is Billy Joel.
I mean, like real doo-wop shit, like
Yes.
Earth Angel. You were doing that
Yes.
shit. Oh shit! Where?
5 hours.
I just picture Pete in like a smoking jacket.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
like
See, this is
Andrew Dice
what I'm
Clay.
saying. This is what I'm saying. No DJ DJs for 5 hours. When I'm getting hired for a gig, I'm DJing from 9 till fucking 2 in the morning. So you have to. So that's why I expanded my catalog of
5
music
hours of
DJing.
doo-wop.
You can't go one category for 5 hours.
Well, but it wasn't just Earth Angel for fucking.
no, I'm
5
saying though
hours.
that's why you have different things.
Earth
yeah, but I'm
Angel
saying
for
it's-
5 hours
it's-
of drive.
it's-
That's CIA
But
torture.
it's
That's what we do
R&B
to
and blue.
Al-Qaeda.
It's the different genres of the music of the time.
No
So
more Earth
50
Angel, please. I will tell you, I cannot hear this song anymore, please.
But that's why I expanded my music thing, and now I'm using a laptop to DJ. But I'm trying to get together my new podcast that I'm going to be launching in January.
Oh my fucking god, he's doing a second goddamn podcast.
Yeah, baby.
With who?
It's a music one.
Oh, it's a music. Okay.
I'm just doing DJ sets. So
Oh,
it's a DJ
okay.
podcast.
That's not really a pod. That's just you doing DJ sets.
Yeah, but I'm recording it, and you're going to listen to it through the website. So I'm
Nice.
doing this yet
Okay.
again. So I'll plug it out to that. So stay tuned.
Do you
for
know
that?
that? Do you have the name for that one yet?
Well, my DJ name is the Coffin Banger, as you know. So I'm trying to figure out if my old website
Is that URL not available?
I don't know if it is. Because
Someone else scooped up Coffin Banger?
Yeah, there's a band called the Coffin Bangers. So I don't know if I could still. In my old one
Is
was
it a rockabilly band?
probably.
Guys, probably.
Probably. But mine was the Coffin Banger.
When did the band
show.com.
show up? Did it show up after you called yourself Coffin Banger?
I don't know.
I
think
feel
they
like
were. I
you're
think they were.
gonna-
I think they were existing already.
Can you get a lawyer?
Because the Coffin Banger, the reason why I got the, did I tell you the story about the Coffin Banger name?
No.
Okay, so how I came up
We
with
just
the Coffin-
assumed it was something creepy.
no,
Banging
so,
corpses.
Yeah, like a
No, so
necrophilia or something.
The reason how the name came up was when I started DJing full time. Like I said, I was DJing full time. I was DJing 5 nights a week. I had a DJ partner at first that we were working off each other. So he would work one turntable and I would work one turntable, and we'd be working off of each other. That's how we DJ'd. And his name was DJ Warlock because his last name is
That's pretty cool. I
well,
like
his
that.
name is Woloch. So he just went by.
Okay.
And the thing is, why he was DJ Warlock and why we connected was we both had a very large collection of, this is the fucking weird thing, 1930s to 1960s monster music.
I don't even know what that category is.
The Monster Mash.
Yeah, like
the Monster Mash.
They did the mash.
The Monster Mash song.
It was a great
So it's a whole
smash.
scene of
They did
music.
the mash.
It's a whole scene of music of stuff like that.
There's just genres of music that I'm glad I skipped.
I know.
You
Yeah.
know?
that's what I'm saying.
They did the mash.
So when I started, it was DJ Pete.
It was a graveyard smash.
Okay.
I can't. Now I gotta sing that. I like that song.
It's my favorite song.
It is your favorite
It's
song.
probably one of my all-time favorites.
Let's overlay some of
They
this.
did the mash.
Okay, where do we need to overlay when we have
Yeah,
Bobby
you're right.
Boris
Do
pick
you
up
think
singing
is
the
that
song?
song so old that it's public domain? Can we?
I don't know if
I
it is.
bet it.
It
I
might
wonder-
be.
Yeah, it's
It
so
is.
old.
Yeah.
They did the mash.
Anyway,
What?
so yeah.
I love
So
that.
the coffin banger was the name in the song. If you remember the lyric, he goes, and the coffin bangers were there, and that's where I got the name. And
So I'm like
also,
banging against the coffin to get out.
and also,
Or
when
banging
you-
in the
the
on the
DJ
coffin.
booth is called the coffin.
Oh,
Also,
so it's coffin.
They
It makes
usually-
sense. It's great.
So
great
I'm
name.
banging the old
Yeah.
tunes out of it. So that's where the kind of the
Banging
name
the
comes.
old tunes.
Banging
out
the
of it.
old
Could you?
tunes
I
out.
just picture a show flyer. It's like coffin banger and DJ Warlock.
Warlock, yeah.
Dude,
Such
that's
an
what it was,
intense-
Yeah.
right?
That's the most 2004 thing
Yeah,
I've ever heard of.
But it's pretty cool.
It is pretty
It is
cool.
pretty cool.
What's DJ? Is DJ Warlock like? Is he still?
Get him on the phone.
He does stuff. I don't know if he DJs much anymore. He's just a big movie and music nerd like me, and that's kind of how we
What's he
bonded.
do? Does he have kids? Does he?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Well, you
We're friends
should-
with him on Instagram, but he doesn't post much. I don't really
Well,
talk
you
to him.
should.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Maybe he's.
Get
a
him on
nice
the.
guy.
Get him on your other podcast. Yeah. Or
Yeah, I
ours.
mean, I totally would. When I get it going, I'll probably totally have him come in and do something with me.
be your own podcast boss. Just
My own podcast. What are you talking about?
you're just going to be untethered. You're going to be just free to do whatever you want. Because there's a lot of times that I'll be like, no, Pete, don't do that.
What, here?
I'm
On
like,
this
Yeah,
podcast?
I'm like, don't hire an airplane message writer to promote our podcast. We don't need to take out a billboard. We don't need to. We should write the president.
Yeah.
Tell him to listen to our podcast.
He almost bought that one of those. You know, at the car dealership, they have the guy.
Yeah,
the
outside.
one, I was gonna
Yeah.
buy one of those for the shop. I've been wanting one of those for a long time. I'm not
I feel
gonna
like
lie.
you untethered without any kind of
Yeah.
management.
Wild
It's just
promotion.
Wild promotion
Wild.
stuff.
Hey, you know what? I have a business. Have you seen our commercials and all that other stuff we've done?
I
through
didn't know
the
you
years?
did. I actually have seen your commercials because it was a pretty good commercial. It was
Yeah.
very on brand.
So if you go on the website, Pete'sBarbershopChicago.com, click in videos, and you'll see some of the little funny commercials I've done through the years.
They did the mash. That's in the commercial. That song.
We have a Halloween little thing we did.
Are you guys dressing up for Halloween coming up?
No,
No.
Okay,
I don't
good.
know. I couldn't think of anything.
no,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not even getting. I'm going to be
It's
actually
so weird.
out of
You're
town.
not dressing up for Halloween.
I'm going to be out of town.
You don't. You should be dressing up for Halloween.
I know. I do like Halloween. I
Of
don't
course
like.
you do. You
I,
have a 1930s monster music collection. You love
do,
Halloween.
Yeah.
I
Do you
do.
do you go for Halloween as your Mexican side, or what do you do?
Yeah. Do you paint a white skull on your face? Do you
No.
go as Eddie Guerrero?
No. No, I don't like wearing makeup. That's the thing.
Sure.
I don't like putting makeup on.
Pete, shut the fuck up.
I
You
know.
love makeup.
I do. That's what's so fucked up. Like,
We had a whole
love it.
Juggalo conversation last time. Remember that?
yeah.
A lot of.
Well,
I would.
I was saying that I wanted to do that as a promo for the shop. Is all of us doing a Juggalo
It's
bit.
kind of the one way we can get away with whiteface. I feel
We
like.
could we get
Yeah.
away with white wigs no matter what.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think anything would get in the way
I
of me
should.
doing
That maybe I'll do
whiteface.
that. I'm going to be at the Laugh Factory on Halloween, and you have to dress up. That's what it was said when I got the booking. They're like, you have to dress up. So I should go as a
What do
Juggalo.
you? Why don't you just go as your normal vampire self?
I'm from True Blood.
Just walk in and be like, woo.
I went as Aladdin one year. We can post that photo. It's quite funny. I went as
He was Persian.
Aladdin Dice Clay. I wore sleeveless gloves.
That's fucking no. You were.
I-
You didn't just come up with that just
no,
now.
it's incredible. Yeah, I did
You
it.
actually
I
did
actually
that.
did it. I did stand
Aladdin
up.
Dice Clay.
Aladdin Dice Clay.
Wow.
And
That
it
is amazing.
bombed epically. Because
Really?
no one knows who
Yeah,
they don't know who Dice
no,
Clay is unless you're like a comedy.
You don't know. I like. He's also not funny.
You shut up.
Not funny.
You're so stupid.
He's not. I don't think he's funny now.
No, he's not. He's definitely lost his.
Yeah.
I've
the-
tried, Pete. I go
The
back.
act
I
is
watch
over.
them.
The act is over.
I go back. I watch the old clips. Little Miss Muffet.
I mean, that is not funny.
Jesus
You're right.
fucking
That is not
Christ.
funny. I'm not agreeing. I'm
Tell
agreeing
a
with
goddamn
you.
joke.
But there's things that he does that are very
I was
creative.
in traffic on the way home. I saw this broad.
That's stuff that we talk about this all the time. There's comics you can listen to for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
but then comics you can listen to for an hour. That's something I could do for 10 minutes.
People get so mad at me and they'll just come up to me after shows and be like, "Oh, you must love comedy," and they'll give me all these names of like old school people, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I hate all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, who's the Bill Hicks? Can't stand it.
Because you weren't alive then.
George Carlin.
Because these guys are topical.
Robin Williams.
These guys are topical
stand it.
comedians, though, and you weren't around at the time.
Yeah.
So you're not getting the joke.
Well, I think some people like them because they're kind of like encased in this amber of like comedic history and
They were.
specials. I like Pryor. Pryor's timeless.
He is.
Pryor is timeless.
Yes, he
He's
is.
the greatest comedian of all time. I would say.
But that's one. Dangerfield.
Dangerfield, absolutely. I would say
Dangerfield, though,
yeah.
one-liners are just, you just have to
Yeah,
structurally.
Don Rickles.
Yeah.
Rickles is my favorite.
Rickles
One
is
of my
my
That's what I'm
favorite
saying.
comedians of all
Those
time.
are old timer guys.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, though. They're different than
Yeah,
Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks.
Who's the other guy? Who's the guy who does the TV show, the politically incorrect?
Bill Maher. Oh
yeah.
God, that fucking guy.
But he's another one though. Like he's topical. So unless you're alive at the time and listening to what's
People
going on,
hate him.
Okay, so
More-
let's
Yeah, people really hate him because he started his show.
New rule.
He started his show during the writer's strike. He
Yeah.
started to back up.
But he did it like a week before the strike.
Right?
ended.
Why not just wait?
Just wait,
Wait,
dude.
wait
you
1
don't,
week.
You don't have any
I
inside
was gonna
knowledge.
say.
You've been in Hollywood 30 fucking years, and no one's
No
like,
heads up,
hey,
this is
buddy.
ending. I know.
Yeah, we're like, we're
I-
6 days
I don't
away.
know anything about him. I'm just saying. My point is that they're topical comedians.
So you know what someone
Yeah.
brought up that I think is hilarious? They told me that it's so weird that he does his show and he does the new rule section, which is just him doing jokes. Like, okay, like he does his little like
Yeah.
jokes, but he makes everybody who's on the panel watch him do that.
I was thinking about this. They
And
can
it's-
leave.
Someone told me that, and I was like, and I went back and I watched it. And I was
Yeah,
like,
they're right
oh,
there.
They're right.
They're right there.
This is weird. He just do another segment,
Or just
You
do
know,
it in the monologue
it's-
at the start.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's so like see through. We were like, oh, this is a problem.
I don't know what you're even talking about.
Okay, so this will be fun to explain to you. So he does this portion of his show.
Well, first explain the interview first, because the table.
So the whole show is he has like guests.
Is
and
it politically incorrect? He's still
yeah,
doing
it was politically incorrect. He does like a panel, and he has people on the panel, and he like jokes around with them, and they talk
Does
about
interview
serious stuff.
3-4 people on the panel.
And then at the end of the show, he does this segment where he just does like 6 or 7 jokes about new rules. So it's just new rules. He's
So
coming
is it
up
like
with.
at the end of Springer, how Springer sits down and he has like a little,
Kind
hey,
of,
take care
but
of each other.
Kind of, but
thing?
I would say it's closer to a monologue by Jimmy Fallon.
Because they have
or-
like the images up.
Yeah.
Like it's graphics.
I would
too.
actually say it's closer to the Daily Show when
Yes.
Jon Stewart would do, or Trevor Wallace would do the first segment where they're doing like,
Okay.
yeah, it's closer to that. But
But he's just
Trevor
doing this.
Wallace, Trevor
but he's
Noah.
doing this.
Trevor Wallace, Trevor Noah, Trevor Noah.
So he's
Trevor
doing
Noah.
this at the end of the show.
He's doing this at the end of the show. Trevor
Okay.
Noah, not Trevor Wallace. But he makes everybody who was on the panel with him sit there and watch him do it. And they keep showing footage,
background of them?
Yeah, of them like,
And they're just standing there?
They're just like pretending to laugh. Like, that's a good one, Bill.
It's
like,
just uncomfortable because it
It's
must be at
uncomfortable.
least like 10. Because in
Yeah.
post, it must be like 10 minutes
10
after,
minutes, yeah.
and they're just sitting there.
yeah, you have to sit here and watch him tell these jokes and then smile.
It's bizarre. yeah,
bizarre.
I always thought that. I was like, why didn't he dismiss them? Like,
didn't
tell them
dismiss
to
them.
leave.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's some I mean, that's a deeper level of like. There's something wrong with that.
New rule.
yeah.
Okay. I can't.
That show too. Like again, I think it's well written, and this is called Real Time with Bill
Look
Maher.
at-
But
okay.
here's the thing: an hour of that is too much.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear you do like it feels very
That's
self-righteous.
a 6-minute show.
Yeah, that's a
6,
clip.
7 minutes.
That's a clip.
Throw it on Instagram.
Throw it on IG. Send it as
Yeah.
a reel, dude. Summarize this shit.
Wow. Okay.
Oh shit, that's funny. All right, 5-hour DJ sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
we gotta go to the. When's the next time you're doing a 5-hour Monster Mash DJ set?
I'm not doing that.
This
I don't
Saturday,
do. I don't
DJ
do.
Coffee
Just,
Maker
I don't
plays
DJ monster music
cereal
all the time.
commercials remixed with Billy Joel.
Not funny. Not funny.
This weekend.
But if you were at a Halloween party,
Coffin
you want to
Maker
hear Halloween
remixes.
music.
So if
K
you're doing
Jewelers Best Commercials remixed.
what do people
with Tupac?
at the last DJ set you did like recently?
Yes.
what are the people who are there? Are they like, what's the vibe? Because when you like, what are people doing? Are they sitting, listening? Are they dancing? What do people do while you're DJing?
Usually, I mean, it depends on the venue that I'm DJing at too. Like the last place I DJ at was just a brewery, so people are just kind of hanging out.
Okay, they're not like you're not feeding off their energy necessarily.
No.
Snorted.
Okay.
No. No.
You're
Yeah.
doing a brewery.
Yeah, I DJ at a
I
brewery.
hate breweries. I hate them.
Okay.
Can I
Don't-
take, they all have exposed brick. and
Yeah, well,
pipe.
it's bad for any sort of audio
It's
because
the-
it's the huge ceilings. Yeah,
Also,
it's-
it's the dumb. Every brewery I've ever been to, you can't just get food. You're like, hey, can I get some food? I'm like, yeah, well, we have a food truck.
we have to run across the
We
street.
have to run
yeah.
across the street. You gotta,
Now,
like,
I kind of agree with you there.
it's the
I don't
fucking
really like
dumbest
that
thing
either.
Well, we have
But
a
You gotta
12.
download. You gotta download an
You
app.
gotta download an app. The drone comes and picks your order up.
We actually get it sent to us by Amazon. They come in. The guy comes in with the
Yeah.
vest. Yeah.
Well, it's a HelloFresh
I
box
just
that
like
you
to-
gotta put together.
put it together yourself.
The fucking pain in the ass, man. Oh, you want to get some food?
Well, you're so right. This is the biggest facility I've ever seen. You can't
Yeah.
put a kitchen back there. You have 40,000 square feet of space. You can't
Yeah.
fit one fucking microwave.
You have a 10% hazy sour watermelon IPA, but I can't get a
Yeah.
fucking sandwich.
It's so. I agree, and you need food for a like you should have
No,
food.
it's
Yes,
insane.
I agree.
It's
but
fucking
I think
stupid.
it's what I think it is. Quite honestly, I think it's just the permits.
Yeah, still, but figure
And,
something
and
out.
a lot of it too. I feel like a lot of the breweries now, I've been hearing through the grapevine, are moving to industrial areas.
Excellent.
So
I need more invitations to industrial areas to hang
Yeah,
out.
but
I
that's-
fucking hate that.
I'm just telling you,
Hey,
that's
you
what
want to
it
hang
is.
out? We're gonna be in an
Because you're
old
getting
salt
more
quarry.
because you're getting more real estate for less price than
Yeah.
a storefront.
Yeah.
You can get a big factory. So
But
yeah, put a kitchen in
like
there. I agree.
A breakfast burrito, you gotta go next door to this Hispanic family's home.
Yeah.
Knock on
You gotta
the
go
door.
to the taqueria 14 miles away
Yeah.
and bring it back here.
Oh, I went to a brewery once and I asked them if they had food, and they were like, "Yeah." And they gave me a menu to another restaurant. the anger I felt, I was like, "What?"
I went to one and they were like, "Yeah, we have food," and then they pointed and behind the bartender there's a wall of chips. And he goes,
Go
"Yeah."
fuck yourself.
I was like, "You have a vending machine behind you? What the fuck is this?"
Breweries are so, and the clientele of breweries is so wild because every time I've ever had to go to a brewery, it's like 50-plus-year-olds
Yeah.
and then a dozen children.
Yep. Which is
It
also
a lot
again,
of
like,
kids. And
what
that's
the
one of the
fuck?
things I don't like.
Yeah.
Why are there children here?
Yeah.
This is a
it's
brewery.
a bar. It's a bar.
Yes, I can't agree enough with that comment.
a stupid business
I
model.
don't like, but it's I
Just
don't
make
know.
your beer in your garage and shut the fuck up. How about that? And then you can just no more. We're done with the
Hey,
breweries.
just let these guys know they're never gonna do stand up at a brewery ever.
No,
I
yeah,
actually-
yes, we will. Yes,
yeah,
we will.
I did a couple weeks ago.
I know you do them all the time.
I do them all the
once
time.
saw you at a brewery.
I do them all the time. And you know what I do? I do them in breweries that I know are not making beer. That's the other thing. I do so many shows in breweries where I'm like, there was a brewery here. It closed down, and then some fucking restaurant
Yeah.
opened up and calls itself a brewery. And I one time I was doing a show, and I was standing next to one of those big tanks, and I was like, "Is this you got like hops in it, right? You got like you're brewing something?" They were like, "Yeah." And I hit it. and
empty.
Fucking empty.
It's for show.
I was like, "You sons of
Yep,
bitches! You are
it's for
faking
show.
a brewery so
Yep.
you can charge
You can be cool.
$18
To be
for a
hip. Yeah.
brisket sandwich that you
I
got
agree.
at Sam's
we
Club."
did Sohrab and I did was it Lagunitas? We did that one. That's a
yeah,
huge
that's
space.
a huge
Oh, yeah.
one. Yeah, I've done Goose Island. I've done
Goose
Lagunitas.
Island,
Yeah,
same. And we were doing the show together, and it was just this. They had another room in. It wasn't like the brewery room. It was actually a separate room where they do like events. So could have been good. 100-foot ceiling in that place. It was just cavernous.
Hey guys, so earlier, yeah, it sounds ridiculous. It sounds fucking
And then
ridiculous.
in that room, if you remember, they still had like kegs way at the top. For what? These are just fake for show kegs. And Sohrab goes, "Is this where they might make white people?" And he's pointing to the kegs.
Didn't do well.
Didn't do it. I laughed. Very funny.
Like
Where they
they're like
store- is this where
they're
they
like little
store
pods.
white
Yeah.
people?
Yeah, they're just
we
pods.
need a Jeffrey. Get one down
Yeah.
here.
Pull up Tyler right now. He just shoots out of this fucking tube.
That's pretty funny.
Breweries are the worst place in the world. I
know.
fucking hate them.
They always
Are we
try to
done?
do. Yeah, I think we're
No, I'm
done.
not done complaining about breweries.
Well, we're done with
We
this.
could talk about this.
I have a
Let's-
specific. I'm gonna call it a specific one in the next episode. Let's tease it.
Okay,
tease
tee
it.
up.
Well, thank
tee
you for
up.
listening. Tune in next week to So Fresh, So Fat, the podcast.
I don't like that name.
That's
I'm
the cut.
starting to not like
That's
the
the
name.
cut. Well, we can't change it now. If you lost weight, we'll change the name. How about that?
I don't need
The end.